Kim Kardashian recently revealed that she has a brain aneurysm, and she thinks it might be due to stress. But times like this can make us pause and reflect and ask ourselves, can stress really do that? The answer might surprise you. Stress activates your sympathetic nervous system. In other words, your body's built-in fight or flight response. Adrenaline surges, blood vessels constrict, your heart rate jumps, and your blood pressure spikes. Now, when that happens once in a while, that's okay. And for our ancestors that had to fight for survival, this was a great system. These days, our stressors take a different form, but cause the exact same response. Running a billion-dollar business, working, taking care of kids, going back to school. All of these examples aren't immediately life-threatening, but they still activate your sympathetic nervous system. So just like before, if they go away, it's not really a big deal. If you're studying for an exam or have a deadline at work, that's okay. But when they become chronic, that's when the problems begin. That's why high blood pressure is called the silent killer. You don't feel it, but it's silently damaging the delicate inner lining of your arteries. Over time, those micro-injuries weaken the vessel walls and set the stage for aneurysms, which are balloon-like outpouchings of the arteries. Many times, like in Kim's case, they're found on accident when doctors are looking for something else. If they're small and stable, it could just be something to keep an eye on. But if they get big enough, they can burst without warning. So while stress doesn't cause an aneurysm, it's kind of like a force multiplier, or what we call a risk factor. There are also some interesting things that can happen when extreme stress happens suddenly instead of over time. The kind of stress that can literally lead you to die of a broken heart. It can be brought on by physical or emotional stress. The medical term is Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. It's an acute temporary heart failure triggered by extreme stress. A surge of catecholamines like adrenaline flood the heart, stunning it into a balloon-like shape. When this happens, the bottom part of the heart, the left ventricle, loses its ability to efficiently contract. And while this can be deadly, the good news is, with the right treatment, the heart can usually recover. But it is a really good reminder that emotional stress can be deadly. Stress also changes the hormones that are circulating in your body. Your brain recognizes the stress and tells your adrenal glands to pump out cortisol, the primary stress hormone. In the short term, this increases glucose availability in your bloodstream for your brain and your muscles to use, but it also prevents the rest of your body from using that glucose. Your brain becomes more alert. It's an extension of the fight or flight response we talked about earlier. It's helping you prepare for an immediate response. But long-term cortisol release can cause blood sugar to get too high, insulin resistance to occur, and metabolic syndrome to develop. Your body starts to deposit more fat rather than break it down, and it's usually in the abdomen. Cortisol also causes the proteins in your body to get broken down for energy, which can cause muscle wasting. The other thing that happens is your blood vessels vasoconstrict, which causes your blood pressure to increase. And just when you think you're stressed out beyond belief, this chronic cortisol release will dysregulate your immune system, making it easier for you to get sick. The amygdala is in a constant state of distress. It thinks you're in danger, and to relax would be unsafe. That's the vicious cycle. Stressed, can't sleep, crave sugar, feel worse. Your body thinks it's protecting you, but it's burning itself out in the process. Most people don't realize that stress hits your digestive system too. The vagus nerve is part of your parasympathetic nervous system, and when it's active, it helps you rest and digest. It's the opposite of your sympathetic nervous system. But if they're both competing, the sympathetic nervous system is going to wreak havoc on your digestive system. When you're in fight or flight mode, blood flow shifts away from your intestines. Digestion and movement through the intestines slows, although in some cases it can cause stress-induced diarrhea. The other big risk factor for chronic stress in the stomach is ulcers. The blood vessels constrict, meaning that the stomach gets less blood. Then the stomach can't produce enough mucus and protective chemicals to keep itself safe from the acid that it produces. This thins the stomach lining and makes it easier to erode. These same things can also explain why chronic stress is linked to flares of GERD and irritable bowel syndrome. Stress doesn't just mess with your mood, it literally changes how your gut moves and absorbs nutrients. So whether it's Kim Kardashian facing a brain aneurysm scare, or you just grinding through daily life, the message is the same. Stress is invisible, but it's physiologic. It reshapes your blood vessels, your gut, and your metabolism quietly over time. And that's why managing stress isn't just self-care, it's cardioprotective. It's an act of self-preservation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd like to know what you guys think about this video and ideas for the next ones. Catch you next time.